after expiation and this investiture ceremony. Later on, devotees take bath in the Ganges and were given the holy thread by Swamiji, and then there was chanting by Swamiji. Swamiji chanted Pujantam Rama Rameti. This is an ode to Valmiki ji, praising Sri Rama also. And then he also sang other songs of Tulsidas. He told one of them that you have now become a Dvija. Now repeat this Gayatri Mantra at least 100 times daily. He next felicitated Girish Chandra Ghosh and draped him with a gerua and asked him to say a few words about Thakurji. But as you know, Girish Ghosh was so overwhelmed with this emotion of being in the presence of them all, said humbly, how out of mercy Thakur has extended him the privilege to sit and mix with on the same footing as the sannyasins who are so pure since childhood. And thereafter he could not say anything. Master Masha had also come, and Swamiji had asked him to say a few words too, but by his nature, he is a shy person, we know. He just humbly smiled. Swami Akhandananda had arrived from Murshidabad with two giant pantuas. Pantuas are a Bengali sweet like gulab jamun, weighing nearly 50 kg each, which was offered to Thakur. A discussion then ensued between with the disciple based on the selfless work which was being done by Swami Akhandananda, and it was on work, selflessness, and tapasya. Swamiji said, he, that is Swami Akhandananda, works fearlessly like a hero for the welfare of the many, for the happiness of the many. Bahujan Hitaya, Bahujan Sukhaya. Power comes from austerity. Austerity is all right, but working for others itself constitutes tapasya. This tapasya further actuates him for more unselfish work, ultimately leading to chitta shuddhi and finally realization of the self. But disinterested work is very difficult. But if you can go on working, even unwillingly, we start merging into it and then start becoming unselfish workers. On being asked, why should one do good to others? By the disciple, he said, it is necessary for one's own good. We become forgetful then of our ego, and in the long run, it leads to the consciousness of disembodiment. The more you think of others, the more oblivious you become about your own self and body. You feel yourself is pervading all the days. When the saint realizes this himself in this way and sees himself in all, he can no longer work. And in this state, only karma phal is worked out through the body, and he reaches the state which is known as Jivan Mukti. Now we come to section 2. This is also the year 1898, Belur at Nilambar Babu's garden house. Today, Swamiji will install Sri Ramakrishna at the new mutt. Swamiji carries Sri Ramakrishna's relics on his shoulders in a copper casket. And as he walks down to the new mutt, the disciple and other sannyasis follow him, accompanied with music of bells and conches. On the way, Swamiji talks to the disciple on what Sri Ramakrishna had told him. He had said, wherever you will take me on your shoulders, I will stay, be it under a tree or in a hut. He will remain at this new mutt for a long time. Now the disciple asks him something about the split that occurred between sannyasis and householders at that time when the asthi was being brought earlier at the Kasipur garden house. Swamiji says it was no split, only a misunderstanding. There can be no sect or schism for those who have become Thakur's devotees. Each devotee colors Thakur in his own way, in his own light of understanding. Such schisms rarely come to devotees who have come across an avatara, as the dazzling effulgence of an avatara takes away all pride, egotism, and narrow-mindedness. On questioning from disciple, Swamiji further said, succeeding generations, sects may form, of course, but it has been seen in the life of Chaitanya where there were 200 to 300 sects. In Jesus' case, there are thousands of creeds, but this new mutt that is being built will harmonize all creeds and standpoints. The worship was duly completed. The casket on Swamiji's instruction was now carried back by the disciple on his head. The Swamiji is now telling the disciple of his grand plans for the mutt. The mutt will become a center of learning and spiritual discipline. Householders of virtuous attributes will live around the mutt. Sannyasis and renunciates will live at the center, and on the south, buildings for English and American disciples. On being told that by the disciple that it's a wonderful fancy, Swamiji said, no, it's not a fancy. This will happen in time. He said, and then he instructed the disciple that by merely listening is not enough. He should grasp the teachings of the Shastras now and then work them out in practical life. This is practical religion. Then the talk shifted to Shankaracharya. And to remove the disciples' one-sidedness, Swamiji said, he was no doubt that is Shankaracharya, an excellent arguer and scholar, but he did not have great liberality. He had great pride in his Brahminism, and that non-Brahmins cannot attain knowledge of Brahman. So the disciple at that point said, what about the fanaticism of Buddha? Because he felt that the Shankaracharya's fanaticism of argumentation was being spoken about. So Swamiji said that fanaticism of Buddha that you say, what is this? The way he sacrificed his flesh of his own body? If such fanaticism causes good for the world, like building of monasteries, hospitals, what is wrong in this? In fact, he showed the way to practical Vedanta. On further being questioned about degradation of Buddhism, Swamiji said, it was not through his teachings, but by the practice of Vamachara of the worst kind by his subsequent followers that degradation took place. Next, he was talking of pilgrimage. Swamiji said that though the Lord manifests himself specially at pilgrimage places, but the greatest tirtha is the body of Atman. He went on to quote from Upanishad, Atmanam Rathinam Vriddhi, know that the Atman to be seated on the chariot, etc. Madhye Vamanam Asinam Vishve Deva Upasate. All the gods worship the Vamana, the Supreme Being, in a divinity form, seated in the interior of the body. Rathe Chavamanam Drishta Punarjanmana Vidyate. Seeing the Vamana on the car, one is no more subject to rebirth. Means that if you can visualize the Atman which is within you, and disregarding which you are always identifying yourself with, this curious matter, mass of matter, this body of yours, if you can see that, then there is no more rebirth for you. Then he was also talking about the, in fact, the disciple asked that are there different religions for ignorant and the wise? Swamiji replied, yes, of course. That is why there is qualification of the aspirants for the aspirants exists. Atman is dormant in matter, but in man it is partially conscious. while in personages like Sri Krishna, Buddha, etc., the same Atman is at a superconscious stage. Lastly, in this section, he talks about the relationship and attitude of a bhakta who have a constant devotional attitude. And he stresses that for sannyasis, it is different because they have renounced the world and they cannot have worldly relations like mother, father, wife, son, etc. So they go beyond this relative. So you also have to go beyond these relative attitudes. And quoting from Kathapanishad said, Uttishta Jagrata Prapya Varan Nibodhata. Now we come to the last section of today's discussion, section 3, February 1898, again Nilambar Babu's garden house. In this section, the disciple wants to know about Swamiji's boyhood days. Swamiji says how since childhood he was a daredevil sort of a fellow. He was very fond of Ramayana and its chanting by professional singers, and sometimes became so lost as to forget about home and the time. One day he even spent the whole night at a banana orchard for the darshan of Hanuman, as it was said. He would play during the day but study hard at night. He speaks of his visions of a sannyasin, which we all have heard, who he saw with a kamandalu during his meditation, and later on said that this could have been Buddha. Speaking of visions, he says, visions are seen when mind is freed of lust and gold through purity. But he cautions, one should not pay heed to them, otherwise they become an obstacle. Then he also spoke of his wonderful powers while he was in America. He said one of them was he could read people's mind and communicated it also to some of them who later became his disciples. But those who had ulterior motives who came to him, once they realized that he could read his mind, would run away. Now, the other thing he talked about his powers there was the ideas that he got of lectures, how a disembodied voice spoke to him in his room. And this happened so many times. He spoke of the qualities of the women in America also after this. The women were more learned than men, all of them versed in science and philosophy. They would either be studying or teaching in schools and colleges. Then the topic shifted to the slanderers of Swamiji by the bigoted Christians. He made a very few important points. He said, number one, no great work in the world can be done by low cunning as they had done. Number two, one should pay no heed to them. And this is the best way to deal with slanderers. In fact, some even came back to apologize to him later or published articles in the newspapers to contradict the other slanderers, saying they were wrong. Let people praise you or blame you. Let fortune smile or frown upon you. Let your body fall today or after a yuga. See that you do not deviate from the truth. Those who are faint-hearted and cowardly sink their barks, that means boats, near the shore, frightened by the raging waves of the sea. The greater the man has become, fiercer the ordeal he will have to face. When the disciple asked about the tendency of man for reliance on God or divine help, Swamiji replied, self-surrender and reliance on God is the culmination of human achievement. But in our country, this reliance of God is a sign of death, an outcome of great cowardliness, and putting their faults on and shortcomings on God. And he then also, there was the story of the Brahmana and how Indra came, and we have all read that in the book. Nag Mahashai was a true and great example of reliance on God, who went beyond the duality of good and evil. Due to many lives of tapasya, one is blessed with such company as Nag Mahashai. you must associate with him as much as you can. Thereafter, the disciples spoke about Nag Mahashay's life there in East Bengal, and Swamiji said, of course, Nag Mahashay being born there has brought a great effulgence to the country of East Bengal section of the country. That's all, Maharaj. Pranams.
Okay, thank you. Only I thought it was a little longer. Anyway, now questions, please. First of all, Itu Ghosh.
Pranam Maharaj.
Yes.
My first question is from the text. This Atman is altogether dormant in matters in man. Designed as living beings, it is partially conscious. So my question is, please explain this part. I'm always very curious about how Atman works in matter.
The Atman does not work in matter.
Oh.
It does not at all work in matter. Swamiji says it is dormant. So it remains dormant, does not work at all. Does not manifest.
But
just
when...
as you know, remember,
yes.
If someone is sitting in a car, it has to be driven by someone.
Yes.
You know, all activities. You know, sometimes activities etc. Just a cloth is there. But it will not become shirt unless someone else is conscious and it will make it a shirt. A pen is there. It will not write unless some conscious active being is doing, he will do it.
Yes.
So there must be some conscious entity which will act on matter and make it active. Hence, it is called dormant.
Okay. Okay. But
is it clear?
As it is said that every atom has consciousness. So what is that? If it is
that is, you know, as a dormant consciousness.
Okay. Yes.
You can say here Swamiji expressed dormant consciousness.
Yes.
Some people will make it clear, separate. You know, one is something is matter and consciousness. These two are absolutely different things. So one view is there, said no, matter is different, consciousness. Absolutely, don't mix them. But here Swamiji says that consciousness is dormant.
Okay. And
whichever you can take individual views.
Okay, one more question. When Swamiji said, "Dekchi ghoti bhatti shob choitonne jore ache," then what is that? Ghoti bhatti shob choitonne jore ache.
Oh, the same thing. Same thing. Everywhere there is Chaitanya. Okay. There is one view. This is what I say. There is one view. A person who is established in consciousness, to him everything appears conscious.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Chair he appears to be conscious. The table appears to be conscious. Everything appears conscious.
Appears
to a person who is fully established in Chaitanya consciousness.
Okay. Okay. My second question is from the text. The more intently you think of the well-being of others, the more oblivious of self you become. In this way, as gradually your heart gets purified by work, you will come to feel the truth that your own self is pervading all beings and all things. There are two questions. First question is that we can help others, but how to think intently on others? We are just helping, but how we can think about their problems and all that? Is it possible?
No, I don't understand. You find a hungry person.
Yes.
So you have experienced hunger.
Oh.
So you can also feel now he is hungry.
That I
when
can
I was hungry, I was feeling like this. So you are feeling for him.
Okay.
That is one way
Somebody
of
is in
saying, and
calamity.
then you
Huh.
can help him.
Yes, yes.
Is this my
Okay.
question is my
That
answer?
feeling.
Your question
Yes.
answered?
Yes, yes, this is the answer. Means I have to feel, I have to keep myself in his or her position
His
and then to
position,
feel.
then
Yes.
only you will be able to.
Then only I can feel. And my second question is how to realize that all pervasiveness.
How to realize?
That all here in the text is said all pervasiveness. That is what. Like
What
one
text? Read the text. Read the text.
gets it says that as gradually your heart gets purified by work, you will come to feel the truth that your own self is pervading all beings. That is pervasive.
So when your heart is purified,
Yes.
then what will happen? You will feel that you are pervading everything. That is the experience.
Okay. I
You are
myself will
present.
feel.
You are present in the temple. You are present in another person. You are present in the table. You are everywhere. The consciousness is everywhere. You don't remain now the body. You become consciousness. And this consciousness is such a thing just like Akash. See, Akash
Yes.
is present everywhere. Outside
Yes.
also, in the room also, near under the table also, inside me also. Space is there, Akash is there.
Yes,
Similarly,
yes.
you feel that consciousness is present everywhere when you got Chitta Shuddhi. Mind is purified.
Yes, I understand. It means that is the highest stage.
That is the highest experience.
Very, very far. Okay. Yes, my questions are over. Pranam Maharaj.
What else? Some other question was there? Some high power? That is gone. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I had these three questions.
Okay.
Pranam Maharaj.
Now, so now Kundu.
Yes, Maharaj. Pranam Maharaj.
No.
Maharaj, first question, page 115. It is talking about austerities. In the Gita, there are three types of austerities: physical, vocal, and mental. Now, in which category of austerity should we place unselfish work?
Unselfish work. You see, mainly mental.
Okay.
Little physical also, because if in unselfish work, you are serving a person food, giving food to a person. If you are
Yes.
dressing a patient, so these are physical activities. So physical, but mainly mental.
Yes, Maharaj.
Because unless mental is there, it will not become austerity. I am serving a patient and I am getting the fees. That is not austerity.
Yes, Maharaj.
So physical aspect is there, but mental is more important. You must give it the as mental.
Yes, Maharaj. Now, in the same page 115, though Swamiji says that working for the sake of others constitutes tapasya, here he seems to make a distinction when he says, if you find tapasya to be your liking, then you can go ahead with that. What is the traditional objection to what?
No. See, I have not been able to understand this question.
No, Maharaj, I'll read that. He says, working for the sake of others itself constitutes tapasya. Then the disciple says, what is the necessity at all for doing good to others? So then Swamiji says, if you find tapasya to be your liking, then go ahead. So that means he is telling there are two types of things. One is tapasya proper and one is service to the man. What is the difference?
No,
He says
actually,
if
service to man also is a sort of tapasya.
tapasya, but then he says if you find tapasya to be your liking, well, go on with it. Another may find work as congenial to himself, and you have no right to make a prohibition in his case. You seem to have the settled idea in your mind that work is no tapasya at all. Now, what is this attitude? You seem
No,
to
no,
have a
no,
settled idea in your mind that work is no tapasya.
no,
Why it is said so?
no. Because for many people, tapasya work is not tapasya.
Hmm.
You say, for many people, work is
Hmm.
work. It is not tapasya. For tapasya, you must do fasting, go into the solitude, stand on the one foot.
Hmm.
So that
Hmm.
sort of idea, if you have got, then they will consider this. These people are Ramakrishna Mission people. Don't do any tapasya. They are eating this
Okay.
is 3 full times. They are taking food. That's all. They are not
Hmm.
doing tapasya. Whereas they are doing tapasya in the form of service to people.
Yes.
So has your
Okay.
question been answered?
So that means, like say, he says that men are of different nature, and some find work to be congenial to themselves, and for them, work itself becomes tapasya. But if you do not subscribe to the views, you are free to go in your own way.
Yes, that's all. That's what I said.
Okay, understood. Then page 116. Is Swamiji the first saint to propagate service to others as an independent spiritual practice? He says liberation through karma. ये इसके पहले किसी ने ऐसे प्रोपगेट किया था क्या?
क्या कहा है?
Swamiji is telling, know this also to be one of the spiritual practices, a discipline for God realization.
Work,
Its
na?
aim also is self-realization.
हाँ.
Page 116, Maharaj.
अरे work.
Work. He is telling that work is
That means for God realization.
service to others is also a means for God realization. It is an
हाँ.
independent spiritual practice.
हाँ.
तो इसके पहले किसी ने बोला और he is the first one to propagate this.
No, Gita is a very important thing. Gita is only work.
Okay.
Huh?
And also Buddha propagated it when he said practical religion.
So many people have done it.
Okay. Page 118. Maharaj.
Actually, the problem arises because the Orthodox Vedanta considers work only for Chitta Shuddhi, not for Samadhi, not for realization, not for Mukti. That is the problem. But what happens is, if you do unselfish work, your mind becomes pure and you are able to meditate much better. So, in a way, work becomes a means for realization, for Chitta Shuddhi and then meditation. And meditation finally becomes a means for God realization. There will be some little, थोड़ा बातचीत में ही थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम होगी, अदरवाइज देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम.
ओके महाराज, मतलब सेमेंटिक्स की बात है. ठीक. Then Maharaj, page 118. He says the effulgence of that personality sweeps away pride, egotism, and narrow-mindedness. Is this why Mahapurusha Sansa is considered God's grace? How does the association with the great men does all these things? How does it happen?
They produces effect upon the mind. It is very, suppose you live in worldly atmosphere. Constantly you live with people who are enjoying life, physical, religious enjoyment. Don't you think it will affect your mind?
Yes, Maharaj.
Similarly, if you live with sadhu sangha, It will definitely attend your mind, and you will develop a tendency towards spiritual life.
Yes.
This is what happens.
ठीक.
In fact, mind, Maharaji, when it preys on your mind, when you sit for meditation also, it comes and disturbs the meditation.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and the other way,
Right,
if
sadhu
we,
संग तो बहुत important है, very important.
yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
Then page 124, ma'am.
Hmm.
If the relative truth is also true, why it is called mithya in Vedanta? स्वामी जी बोल रहे हैं कि this is relative truth.
हाँ.
तो if that is also true, तो वेदांत में इसको मिथ्या क्यों बोल रहा है? ब्रह्म सत्य जगत मिथ्या बोल रहा है.
हाँ, जगत में वेदांत में तो क्या कहते हैं, जो साधना है ना,
हाँ.
स्पिरिचुअल प्रैक्टिस आल्सो इज मिथ्या.
हाँ, तो ये मिथ्या की मतलब क्या हुआ?
फिलोसॉफिकली, बट जितने भी वेदांती हैं, वो सब काम तो करते हैं, भिक्षा मांगने जाते हैं, तो
हाँ.
सन्यासी हो गए, भिक्षा मांगने जाएंगे, ध्यान जप करेंगे, लेकिन दे नो दैट दिस मिथ्या is unreal. In a moment it will go away. The jagat is constantly changing. मिथ्या यानी क्या? यत यत असत भासमानम. मिथ्या किसको कहते हैं? यत असत, जो असत है, अनरियल है, ट्रांजिएंट है, and yet it is appearing. That is the definition of मिथ्या.
अच्छा, दोबारा बोलिए महाराज, ये मिथ्या की डेफिनेशन क्या हुआ फिर?
यत असत भासमानम तत्. यत असत, जो असत है लेकिन भासमानम यानी मैनिफेस्ट हो रहा है, दिखाई दे रहा है, वो है मिथ्या.
अच्छा, मतलब मिथ्या अर्थ में
आज का ये अपना मॉडर्न साइंस कहता है कि एवरीथिंग इज इलेक्ट्रॉन्स एंड प्रोटॉन्स कंटिन्यूअसली मूविंग, बट वी कैन नॉट सी. इफ आई हैव एन इलेक्ट्रॉन माइक्रोस्कोप, आई विल फाइंड एवरीथिंग इज डिफरेंट. तो जो मुझे भासमान हो रहा है वो असत है, अकॉर्डिंग टू इवन फ्रॉम मॉडर्न साइंस.
तो ये
एवरीथिंग मिथ्या है, सब कुछ मिथ्या है.
ये मिथ्या के मतलब हुआ इम्परमानेंस, मतलब ट्रांजिएंट इम्परमानेंस.
You may take it that like that. I say it is not real, but appearing as real. That is the mithya.
So it's a relative untruth, na? है ना?
No, वो तो आपको truth means, first of all you have to decide what you mean by truth. The definition of truth you first of all take. That becomes very difficult. You see, I am sitting, I am talking to you, we are seeing each other. This is truth, isn't it?
जी महाराज.
So that is one.
Vidya Maya.
That philosophically, that something which does not change permanently, that is called truth. And in this category, only consciousness, Atma, Paramatma will come, and rest of the things will come up unreal.
जी जी महाराज.
तो इसके मतलब ये मिथ्या की इंग्लिश फॉल्स नहीं होगा, इट विल बी समथिंग एल्स. मतलब ट्रूथ के ऑपोजिट हम फॉल्स समझते हैं.
फॉल्स नहीं, ट्रांसलेशन ऑफ मिथ्या फॉल्स नहीं होगा. अनरियल इज बेटर.
ओके.
एग्जांपल ये है मरीचिका के समान.
अरे एवरीथिंग इज देयर, लीव इट, दैट इज ऑल.
महाराज पेज, हाँ महाराज, page 129, Maharaj. The greater a man has become, the fiercer ordeal he has had to pass through. Now, this I have understood this. The greater a man has become, the fiercer ordeal that he has had to pass through. Now, on a personal note, can we take that if our journey through life is easy so far, we are not meant for greatness? इसका उल्टा क्या हो?
First of all, you have to define what you mean by greatness, because you are talking of yours. Now, suppose by greatness you feel spiritual experience, then becomes something. Suppose you say that, then you will find that you are doing nothing, no struggle,
Hmm.
no problems. You are not giving likes and dislikes. You are living in the same level.
Hmm.
So to decide, first of all, you have to decide what do you mean by greatness. Even in the worldly sphere, if you want to become a prime minister, how much
It is
struggle you will
struggle.
have,
Hmm.
how much of labor you will have to struggle in the political field.
Hmm.
Even if you want to become a millionaire, the greatness in the worldly sense, how much struggle you will have to do. So any sphere, if you want to become great, you will have to struggle.
Yes. ठीक मान.
You see,
प्रणब मान. हाँ.
we are frankly speaking, I have become a monk. I have become a senior monk. I am nicely settled. People like me. I am not struggling now. Because that ideal of Nirvikalp Samadhi has gone away from me.
Hmm.
You see, that is why we say that there is no struggle in life.
मतलब गोल नहीं है बोल के स्ट्रगल नहीं है. गोल
If you
होने से
want
फिर
to
स्ट्रगल आ
become
जाएगा.
great in
Yes.
every sphere, you will have to struggle. Nothing else. No other alternative.
Understood. Yes, Maharaj. प्रणब महाराज.
अच्छा ठीक. निवेदिता.
हाँ जी महाराज.
तो तुम्हारा माइक फटाफट हो जाता है, बंद हो जाता है
पहला
जब.
प्रश्न है
हाँ.
कि स्वामी जी व्हाट इज द, अभी सुनाई दे रहा है महाराज, व्हाट
हाँ,
इज द
हाँ.
स्पेशल गायत्री मंत्र, व्हाट अबाउट द वीमेन एंड व्हाई स्वामी जी वांटेड टू अपलिफ्ट नॉन ब्राह्मण
See, I'll try to understand.
means by offering Gayatri and thread, is it possible? हाँ.
अच्छा. You are Gayatri. I discussed with other Swamis whom probably I thought and learned more. See, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, एक त्रिवर्ण होते हैं ना, त्रिवर्णिक है ना हिंदूज में. ब्राह्मण, क्षत्रिय, वैश्य और शूद्र. तो तीन वर्णिक जो हैं, ये त्रिवर्णिक जो हैं, इनको द्विज कहा जाता है, यानी ट्वाइस बॉर्न. यानी इनको गायत्री मंत्र जब देते हैं तब उनका पुनर्जन्म होता है, समथिंग लाइक. तो इनको प्रत्येक का, ब्राह्मण का, क्षत्रिय, वैश्य का अलग अलग गायत्री मंत्र होता है. अब क्या डिफरेंस है गायत्री में, ब्राह्मण का गायत्री और क्षत्रिय का गायत्री में? भूर्भुवः स्व में अंतर है या स्व में है? कहाँ पे अंतर है ये नहीं मालूम. आई
अच्छा.
कांट टेल यू बिकॉज़ स्वामी जी जिससे पूछा वो भी नहीं. ये ब्राह्मण लोग जो गायत्री देते हैं वो लोग बता सकते हैं, हम नहीं.
और ये महाराज, why स्वामी जी wanted to uplift the non Brahmins by offering Gayatri and thread, is it
Because-
possible? What was the after effects?
सुनो 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 सुनो.
हाँ, हाँ,
ये बच्चा जो होता है ना,
हाँ,
तो 7-8 बरस का होता है बच्चा, तो गायत्री कर देते हैं, कहता है ना.
जी, हाँ, हाँ, हाँ,
उसके
हाँ,
बाद क्या कहते हैं, वो सुबह उठ के उसको सुबह ध्यान रोज करना पड़ेगा, उसको जप
हाँ,
करना
हाँ,
पड़ेगा, स्नान करना पड़ेगा, ऐसे नियम पालन
हाँ,
करने पड़ेगा. तो उसके बाद उसको नियम पालन
हाँ,
करना चाहिए. तो उसका कल्चर होता है कि नहीं, चरित्र निर्माण
हम्म,
होता है, वो वही बात
हाँ,
होती है. तो जितने
अच्छा,
नॉन ब्राह्मण भी हैं उनको संस्कार कर दीजिए. दिस इज कॉल्ड संस्कार.
संस्कार,
गायत्री
हाँ,
देने पे यू आर कल्चर्ड. संस्कार. नाउ यू हैव टू डू गायत्री एवरी डे and you
हाँ,
have to behave in a particular manner. अर्ली मॉर्निंग आपको उठना पड़ेगा, ऐसा गलत
हाँ,
काम नहीं करना है, स्नान करना है. तो पहले जो
हाँ,
मर्जी में वैसे रहते थे, ऐसा नहीं होगा.
हाँ,
तो गॉट द आइडिया और नॉट?
yes. दूसरा प्रश्न है, what
थर्ड,
happened to,
सुनो सुनो सुनो, थर्ड है
हाँ, हाँ,
विमेन का.
हाँ, विमेन का, हाँ,
women
विमेन का बताइए.
is not given in Hinduism.
हाँ,
लेकिन एक
हाँ,
कोई was कुछ 50 साल इसमें बीच में भारत में कोई एक गुरुजी हुए थे.
हाँ,
कोई गुरुजी हुए थे, उन्होंने तो शूद्र हैं या जिनको भी हैं, जिनको सबको उन्होंने गायत्री मंत्र देना चालू कर दिया। उन्होंने लेडीज को भी धारण कि हम सबको द्विज बनाएंगे। तो इस प्रकार के किया था, तो उन्होंने दिया था, लेकिन ऑर्थोडॉक्स पीपल ने इनको स्वीकार नहीं किया। उन्होंने क्या किया था, शूद्र विमन को भी ट्राई टू कन्वर्ट करने की कोशिश किया, सबको ब्राह्मण बना, लेकिन जो
अच्छा, अच्छा।
ऑर्थोडॉक्स लोग थे उन्होंने अप्रूव नहीं किया उसको, कि बिना उसको समझे पूछे सब करना और उसके बाद वो लोग कुछ नहीं करेंगे, तो ऐसा नहीं। इज दैट ओके?
जी, बराबर।
Maharaj,
अच्छा,
could it be that the gender of the person, they made them decide कि ये तो they have their own duties and everything, अगर इनको गायत्री मंत्र में भी डाल दिया तो उनके काम पे विघ्न आ सकता है, घर
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है।
ऐसा हो
मतलब
सकता
अरे
है क्या
विमेन
इस
आर
तरह का
वर्किंग मच मोर।
थिंकिंग, क्योंकि वो
नहीं, ऐसा है कि उसमें क्या है कि जैसा भी है ना, मेन लिविंग ऑफ मेन एंड लिविंग ऑफ विमेन में डिफरेंस तो है, लेकिन डिफरेंस के
डिफरेंट है।
अनुसार रिलीजियस चीजें भी डिफरेंट हो जाएंगी, उसमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं। तो जैसे विमेन का है, तो वो एक 4 दिन तक, महीने में उनको 4 दिन तक थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम रहता है, तो उसमें उसका मॉडिफिकेशन कर लिया, ठीक है, कोई समझ प्रॉब्लम होगी नहीं होगी। तो
नहीं,
there is no such
आज की बात नहीं कर रहे, मैं कह रहा हूँ जो जो प्रीवियस थिंकिंग था, क्या वो इस बेस पे हो सकता था, रहा हो?
नहीं, ऐसा हो तो गार्गी मैत्रेयी ये सब थी ना,
और क्या,
उनके
कितने बड़े बड़े ये हुए
वो
थे।
जाके
हाँ
ऋषियों से बातचीत कर रही हैं।
हाँ हाँ, नहीं मैं उसको मानता हूँ, मैं कहता हूँ द थिंकिंग, क्योंकि विवेक चूड़ामणि में भी वो ह्यूमन बॉडी जब मिला है कहते हैं, तब वो उसमें विमेन को अलग कर देते हैं रिगार्डिंग द रियलाइजेशन।
कुछ लोग जो हैं बहुत ऑर्थोडॉक्स हैं,
ऑर्थोडॉक्स।
ऑर्थोडॉक्स।
कुछ लोग बहुत ऑर्थोडॉक्स हैं, ये हो नहीं सकता है, वीमेन की बॉडी में ये संभव नहीं। देयर आर सम फिजियोलॉजिकली
हाँ
और लिमिटेशन तो हम भी जानते हैं ना,
हाँ हाँ हाँ,
फिजियोलॉजिकल लिमिटेशन है,
these are
फिजिकल
biased।
हेल्थ स्ट्रेंथ की लिमिटेशन है,
हाँ
और बच्चे हो जाएंगे तो उनको टेक केयर करने का लिमिटेशन है, क्योंकि
हम्म,
लिमिटेशन तो है।
हाँ
इसको
हाँ,
स्वीकार करके भी उनके उनके लिए रिलीजन हो सकता है। ठाकुर ने
हाँ
तो कोई
हाँ
डिफरेंस किया, ठाकुर के तो बड़ी बड़ी महिलाएं जो थे वो बड़े बड़े संत थे, माँ
बड़े बड़े
शारदा,
भक्त हुए।
हाँ
गोरखनाथ, गोयोगेन माँ, ये सब थे, अच्छे अच्छे संत थे, उनको टीके
हाँ
संत
हाँ,
थे।
कोई
ये लोग तो गृहस्थ थे उसके बावजूद।
जी जी।
महाराज, दूसरा प्रश्न है, व्हाट हैपेंड टू दोस 40 भक्तस, वो जो
40 और
जिनको
50,
गाय
हाँ तो होता है
40,
क्या होता है,
30 to 40।
नहीं
हाँ
30 to 40 to 50, 40 to 50।
हाँ, 40 to 50।
हाँ, तो उसमें क्या है, तो पता लिखने क्या हो गया उनका, वो हो गया, दीक्षा हो गई, खत्म हुई बात।
हम्म
उनको गायत्री दिया ना उन ठाकुर ने, स्वामी जी ने,
हम्म।
तो उसको क्या जरूरत है क्या देखने की, फॉलो करने की क्या जरूरत?
हम्म।
Why do you want to follow them? That is all right. Finished. The matter ends there.
अच्छा, थर्ड प्रश्न है, इन दिस मॉडर्न एज हाउ शुड वी डू तपस्या, इन विच वेज मोस्टली।
अब देखो ऐसा है कि तपस्या जो है वो फिजिकल तपस्या में प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है, लेकिन मेंटल तपस्या जो है वो तो की जा सकती है ना। तो तीन कहे ना, शारीरिक, मानसिक और वाचिक, 3 प्रकार की तपस्या है
वाचिक।
ना, तो भी कहा है। तो इंद्रियों को संयम करना है, वाणी को संयम करना है, और झूठ नहीं बोलना है, वो सब गीता में दिया है ना, सत्य बोलना, ऐसा वो झूठ नहीं बोलना इत्यादि सब जो है वो वाणी के तप है। और मानसिक तप है, ये सब इसको करो ना, उसमें क्या दिक्कत। और फिजिकल भी तप किया जा सकता है, उसमें क्या है, अपने कपड़े जो है वो 10 ड्रेस के बदले 2 ड्रेस से काम चल सकता है। ये ऑस्टेरिटी जिसे कहते हैं ना, अपरिग्रह किया जाता है। अपरिग्रह एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट ऑस्टेरिटी
अपरिग्रह,
है।
ये तो बहुत।
रिमेम्बर, ऑस्टेरिटी में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है संयम, सेल्फ कंट्रोल, वर्ड याद रखो, संयम। सभी
सही
लेवल पे, शारीरिक, मानसिक, वाचिक लेवल पे सेल्फ कंट्रोल करना है, एकाग्र मन को करना है, वासनाओं को दूर करना है, ये सब के सब बस उसमें आ जाते हैं ऑस्टेरिटी।
महाराज जी,
जैसे कि उदाहरण के लिए जो मॉडर्न बात करते हो, टीवी अवॉइड करो, न्यूज़पेपर अवॉइड करो, मोबाइल प्रॉब्लम करता है, मोबाइल जो है वो ऑस्टेरिटी के अगेंस्ट है, याद रखो।
हाँ, मोबाइल
बहुत सी बात में जब मेडिटेशन और स्वाध्याय रेगुलरली करो तो खुद ही तुमको समझ में आ जाएगा।
महाराज जी, जो फॉरबियरिंग एक्सट्रीम्स ऑफ टेम्परेचर, ये शारीरिक तपस्या है या मानसिक तपस्या है?
शारीरिक
तपस्या।
भी है, मानसिक।
शारीरिक ऐसा है कि शारीरिक तपस्या के साथ में मानसिक तपस्या तो हमेशा जुड़ी ही रहेगी।
हाँ हाँ
लेकिन
स्वामी
उसको
जी,
हम शारीरिक नहीं, मानसिक नहीं बोलते, शारीरिक।
Swami
जी।
ji, can I ask a question related here?
यस,
Swami ji, you said tapasya mental we can do anytime and anywhere. But the thing is, when one is in company which is totally worldly or totally different, say your family members are on a different track, what happens is to do tapasya, your mind gets so confused only by.
give up that company. There is
Okay,
no other alternative.
yes,
Never,
yes.
no alternative.
Yes, thank you, Swamiji. Thank you, thank you. Yes.
चौथा क्वेश्चन, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, चलो हो गया ये।
महाराज, उसके बाद वाला क्वेश्चन है ये जो
हाँ।
स्वामी जी यहाँ पे कहते हैं 115 पेज में, इन दिस प्लीज एलाबोरेट द डिसइंटरेस्टेड इज क्वाइट एज डिफिकल्ट एज तपस्या। ये जो लाइन है वो समझ में नहीं आ रहा।
फिर से पढ़ो
115 में, एंड हाउ मेनी हैव देयर माइंड्स गोइंग आफ्टर तपस्या which is with the attraction for lust and lucre working the other ways, how many long for the realization of God. In fact, ये line, in fact, disinterested work is quite as difficult as tapasya. So Swamiji wanted to us to do difficult work.
अनसेल्फिश वर्क, अनसेल्फिश वर्क, हेल्पिंग अदर्स।
helping others.
हाँ, क्वाइटली हेल्पिंग अदर्स, ये जो है अनसेल्फिश वर्क है, इट इन इटसेल्फ इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट।
This is also a tapasya.
तपस्या।
Swamiji, unselfish work, isn't it the best in terms of the removal of the ego can only happen then, isn't it? Because by tapasya by japa and all, you can develop an ahankar, है ना? So
We are not talking of here, the question of ahankar is not come.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Because if that is taken, everything you do, tapasya it will produce definitely ahankar. Everything you do,
Yes.
meditation will also produce ego. Don't bring in ego here.
Yes, yes. Yes, Swamiji. Thank you. Yes.
अच्छा, last question है, why there was the difference of opinion between Grihi and Sannyasi when Avatar only came? वो ठाकुर के इसके लेकर जो बहुत डिस्प्यूट हो रहा था।
No, ऐसा कहना है, yeah, why should there be why should not be a difference of opinion?
हाँ, yes. Why should be difference of opinion?
No, why should not be a difference of opinion? ठाकुर निजे बोले छे जो तो मत तो पर, जो तो मत तो पर, तो जो तो मत तो पर केवल धर्म की दृष्टि से नहीं। सन्यास ठाकुर को गृहस्थ लोग एक प्रकार से देखते थे, ठाकुर को सन्यासी लोग दूसरे प्रकार से देखते थे। Why should not be any difference? वो बोला ना, क्या बोला है वो चैतन्य महाप्रभु के तो कितने 100 सेक्स हो,
300
है ना, बोला अभी बोला तो 100 सेक्स,
बताए।
तो हो गया तुम्हारा विचार और मेरा विचार। हम सन्यासी रूप में डेवलप कर रहे हैं, तुम गृहस्थ रूप में डेवलप कर रहे हो, हमारे और आपके विचारों में डिफरेंस नहीं होगा। हम एक चीज को एक ढंग से देखते हैं, तुम एक दृष्टि को दूसरे ढंग से देखते हो। Why should not be any difference? There will definitely be there.
In fact, Maharaji, even between sannyasins in an order, there can be a difference of
Yes,
opinion.
yes.
Exactly.
What is there?
Ah.
So it will be, and not only this, there must be a difference. Otherwise, it will not spread wide and spread and wide. अमेरिका में जाके आपको ठाकुर की बात को डिफरेंट ढंग से रखना पड़ेगा जिससे वो लोग समझ सके. They will look at Thakur's life or Thakur's teaching in different way than I do. Otherwise, they will not be able
हाँ.
to.
Correct.
Hmm.
बस हो गया महाराज.
अच्छा. चलो. रीता विश्वास. क्या रीता विश्वास नहीं है?
प्रणाम स्वामी जी. हाँ हूँ.
चलो, बोलो.
My question 1 and 2 have already been answered more or less, but still I'll read it. Section 1, page 114, last para. Swamiji says that true power comes of austerity, but again, working for the sake of others itself constitutes tapasya. Now, how to work for others in a wholehearted manner, how to forget the lower self while working for others.
Arey, you are doing day and night, you are working for others. Are you doing anything for yourself?
No.
You have to take care of the whole family. You have to take care of your mother. You have to take care of others. You are already doing it. Why do you ask?
No. No, but I want to do.
In the morning, you remember, Lord, what are you going to do today? Let it be your service. And when you complete the word for the day, pray again, say, Lord, what I have done, it is I surrender that to you.
And that I am doing.
That you do. Say, Lord, make me an instrument in thy hand the whole day. Whatever I do it for others. And then when you are finished, you say, Lord, whatever I have done it for others. So that is the matter. And
Yes. Then the second question. Section 1, page 115, second para. Here Swamiji speaks of disinterested work and says it is as difficult as tapasya. What is disinterested work? What is the difference between disinterested work and tapasya? Are we to practice both? How?
One and the same thing. That is what I say. You are doing the work of the house. Have you got any interest in?
No.
Then he is already disinterested. So it will become tapasya.
So disinterested work leads to tapasya.
अनासक्त कर्म.
Yes.
Rita.
Yes.
Rita, for you, I will privately tell you what is tapasya for you.
Okay.
And I will say in front of everyone.
Okay. One is yes, Swamiji. Thank you, Swamiji. Third question. Section 2, page 123, para 2 in the middle. Swamiji says you have to behold Atman in this car of the body. How should a beginner in spiritual life try to behold Atman in this body when the body idea is very firmly established? Kindly guide us.
Yeah, very simple. You know, I don't know whether your guru has given you instructions or not. But when the guru give instructions in the Ramakrishna mission, they tell you how to meditate upon your Ishta, isn't it? Japa, etc.
Yes.
What do they say? They say that when you sit for meditation, go into the heart, isn't it? Consider that in the heart there is a lotus, isn't it? And there lotus, you consider your Ishta Devata feet. So this body is the chariot, क्या कार हो गया, रथ हो गया ना.
हाँ,
और in
रथ हो गया.
rath, in the lotus of the heart, your Ishta is seated. So imagine that inside your heart there is a lotus and on which your Ishta is seated. तो ये हुआ रथे च वामनं दृष्ट्वा पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते. When you meditate, constantly think that God is within your heart. Now, when you are moving about, when you are doing work, whenever your mind gets little time, here suppose you are going from one place to another, you are not doing anything. Always think that in the heart your lotus, in the heart your Ishta Devata, your Guru, Ishta Devata, God is sitting. So meditating in the heart, Ishta Devata in the heart, that is the thing, Ratacha Vamanam Drishtva. Is that clear?
Yes, very clear.
This sadhana everyone must do. It is not made, everyone must do this.
This you have shown me after my Diksha. Diksha, I think in 2006, November itself, you had shown me in Belur Math once.
I don't remember anyway, but so you do it, that is the question for you.
Yeah.
So,
thank you.
And then, your special tapasya, I will tell you after.
Okay. Thank you, Swamiji. Thank you, Swamiji.
Subir Majumdar.
Pranam Maharaji. Before I start my two questions, I just wanted to extend a question on what Ritaji's question was. So you said surrendering to God all the karmas of whatever we have done and phala at the end of the day. I find sometimes this surrendering becomes a little mechanical. How to overcome that?
Let it continue to be mechanical. Don't worry about it. To begin with, it will always be there. It will always be there to begin with. Our whole spiritual life, frankly speaking, what you call spiritual life, our sitting, meditation, japa, etc., most of them are mechanical.
Okay.
You can't help it. You can't help it. Later on, if your intensity comes, if you pray to God, if you want the darshan of God, if you start loving God, then only they will become inspired, they will become live.
Swamiji, related to this, Swamiji?
Yes.
Related to this, that if suppose while time to time you know that in your inner self that you're only doing it for Thakur, does one still need to do the formality in the night? That because I forget that, because for me, I mean, we are doing it only for Thakur. So do I need to?
If you are so highly advanced and established, you don't need any rules.
My God, I'm not advanced.
No, the Thakur is there inside my heart, and I am doing everything for Thakur.
I am not doing for anything.
You don't need any other formality. Nothing you
thank
need.
you. That's what I thought, because when you close, then you don't.
Okay. That is your attitude.
Thank you.
Subir Majumdar.
Yeah, Maharaji. The first question is on page 124. Swamiji talks to the disciple about relationship and various attitudes towards God maintained by the bhakta, but in case of sannyasis, it is different, as we talked about. In one of the earlier Zoom meetings, you had mentioned that in the case of sannyasis, the relationship is actually between that of a guru and disciple, which later transforms to Shivoham Shivoham. Could you please explain this?
I don't remember I told you this. But in what context you told this, I don't remember.
Maharaj, इसी context में पूछा था.
Remember, we have basically a
Rita ji, रीता जी माइक को म्यूट कर दीजिए.
रीता
आज वर्षा होची टिके कम भीड़ होई पारे किंतु रविवार दिन बेस भीड़ होई जाए. तमे गोटे काम करो, तमे स्वामीजी को रूम हेका सब देखि दियो. पुराना मंदिर ता जोंती स्वामी विवेकानंद प्रथमे ठाकुर फोटो खाली रखिथिले, ସେଇ ରୁମଟାକୁ ଯାଅ, ସେଇଠି ଟିକେ ଯାଇକି ବସି ପଡ। ହଁ,
Rita ji,
ଭାରି
please mute
spiritually
it.
charged। ତା ପାଖ ରୁମଟା ହଉଛି ସେକେଣ୍ଡ
जी।
ପ୍ରେସିଡେଣ୍ଟ ରାମକୃଷ୍ଣ ଅର୍ଡର ସ୍ୱାମୀ ଶିବାନନ୍ଦଙ୍କର ରୁମ।
रीता दी फोन म्यूट कर लीजिए।
ସେଇଟା ଯେ ତାପରେ ପାହାଚରୁ ଓହ୍ଲେଇକି ଆସିକି ଏପଟ ପାହାଚରୁ ଗଲେ
संजय जी आप कर दीजिए।
ହଁ,
रीता जी, रीता मैम
କିଏ ଆସିବେ?
कर दीजिए।
प्रेसिडेंट महाराज।
Oh.
Rita, stop your phone number, mobile phone.
ଆଉ ତମେ ଯଦି ପ୍ରଣାମ ପାଇଁ ଯିବ, ଏବେଠୁ ପ୍ରେସିଡେଣ୍ଟ ହାଉସ କୁ ଯିବ କି?
ना ना,
अरे राम।
म्यूट कर दीजिए।
कर दीजिए संजय जी, आप म्यूट कीजिए ना।
ये मोबाइल में
पचाते
देखिए
क्या
कम से कम म्यूट करने का
प्रेसिडेंट
है
हाउस
क्या
से
वहाँ?
ना ସେଇଠି?
उनका मोबाइल
प्रेसिडेंट हाउस
अरे
से
री
ना से ଏଇଠିକି କୋଉଠିକି ଆସିବେ, ସେଇ
रीता
ଲାଇନ
जी
ରେ
फोन
ଛିଡା
म्यूट कर दीजिए।
आगे देखी देखी सेठी लाइन रे छीड़ा ही जा।
यहाँ पे होगा,
हाँ।
एक सेकेंड।
पचाते
यहाँ म्यूट हो सकता है क्या? देखता
हाँ।
हूँ, म्यूट हो गया।
हो गया क्या?
चलिए
हाँ।
ठीक।
हाँ महाराज जी, आप बोलिए महाराज, हो गया।
नहीं, उसको जरा बोल दो, तो उसको बोलो कि ये ऐसा नहीं, सावधान, we have to be very careful.
मरे हमेशा होता है।
हाँ,
अच्छा,
डिस्टर्ब हो जाता है।
सुनिए मजूमदार,
हाँ जी महाराज जी, आप बताइए, आप कह रहे थे।
तो तुम्हारे क्या था, वो दीक्षा गुरु और शिक्षा गुरु ये दो प्रकार के होते हैं, तो ऐसा नहीं है। मैंने ये हम लोग को तो ऐसी बात तो नहीं है। हमारा संन्यास हो गया, उसके बाद में कुछ हमारा तो वो बेसिकली जो हमारा इष्ट मंत्र गुरु ने जो हमको मंत्र दिया था, वो मंत्र चलता रहता है, उसमें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता।
हाँ।
और वो उसमें हमारा गुरु इष्ट दीक्षा गुरु जो है, जिन्होंने मंत्र दिया है, वो मंत्र के गुरु तो चलता रहता है, उसमें कोई बात नहीं है। और संन्यास दिया है तो संन्यास गुरु अलग है, उसमें कोई वैसी बात नहीं है।
हाँ, तो मेरा सवाल था महाराज जी, जो रिलेशनशिप एक रखता है, जब हम लोग जैसे कि एक फादर एंड सन, या मदर एंड सन, या प्रभु एंड दास का रखते हैं महाराज जी, तो सन्यासी लोग क्या रखते हैं?
सन्यासी लोग जो है वो ठीक है, वो इष्ट के साथ जो पुराना वो मंत्र है रहता है, वो तो उनका दीक्षा के साथ जो होता है वो हो जाता है। उसके बाद में वो सन्यास जो जिसने दिया है सन्यास को, तो सन्यासी जो जिसने सन्यास हमको दिया है, वो सन्यास गुरु है हमारे।
अच्छा,
तो वो दैट्स ऑल राइट, दैट्स ऑल, सन्यास गुरु होते बस, और कुछ नहीं।
अच्छा, मतलब क्योंकि फादर मदर ये रिलेशनशिप तो आप लोग रखते नहीं है, बस गुरु एंड शिष्य का जो होता है वही रखते हैं।
हाँ, वो तो दैट इज नॉट ए वेरी वेरी इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट हमारे इसमें।
जी जी, ओके महाराज। सेकंड क्वेश्चन था, व्हाट नाग महाशय पर, what was Nag Mahashay's attitude and how can we replicate that and become like him? But because after all, he is considered as the Bhakta Shrestha among householder devotees.
एक्चुअली
जी महाराज,
दास्य
Difficult
भाव, बेसिकली दास्य भाव,
I see.
probably considered ठाकुर as father, लेकिन
अच्छा,
बेसिकली ठाकुर के प्रति दास्य भाव।
तो हम उसको कैसे एमुलेट कर सकते हैं महाराज जी? बिकॉज ये तो बड़ा एक्सट्रीम उनका जो था ना, बहुत ही हाई लेवल।
भाई उनकी तो तुलना नहीं है,
तुलना नहीं है, कर नहीं सकते।
उन्होंने
लेकिन हम
अपने दास, अपने आप को ऐसा दास बना लिया, विनम्रता के पराकाष्ठा पर पहुंच गए थे, बात याद।
हाँ, लेकिन हम कुछ तो, हाँ, उनकी तरह कुछ तक कुछ हद तक हो सकता है।
जो भी आदमी आता था उसकी सेवा करने लग जाते थे।
हाँ,
तो वो उसको जीवनी पढ़ के, और जो आप चाहो उसको जीवन में उतारने का प्रयत्न कीजिए। मैं इसके बारे में अभी कुछ नहीं,
जीवनी पढ़ के, हाँ, जीवनी पढ़ के इंस्पायर होके कुछ कर हो सके तो करना पड़ेगा।
वेरी डिफिकल्ट।
वेरी डिफिकल्ट। दैट्स ऑल महाराज जी। प्रणाम महाराज जी।
सतीश विवेक।
प्रणाम महाराज। Maharaj, first question. The Atma is dormant in man. The Atma is dormant in nature. But conscious in man. But in personages like Shri Krishna, Buddha, etc., it has reached the superconscious stage. Maharaj, it is no doubt Atma manifests itself in superconscious stage in such personages. but how does it manifest in their images or idols after they have gone from the world?
It is not in the there is image में क्या है? It is manifested only in the devotee.
Yeah,
इमेज जो बनी हुई है कृष्ण की इमेज है, तो ईसा मसीह को कृष्ण में कुछ नहीं दिखेगा,
जी जी
कृष्ण की इमेज में कुछ नहीं दिखेगा, याद रखो।
जी जी
अगर श्री कृष्ण डायरेक्टली आएंगे तो उसको हिलते गुलते कोई ये दिखेंगे,
जी
लेकिन जो far as image is concerned, the image is just a matter of stone or earth. Only
जी
devotee जो है उसको मैनिफेस्ट करता है, उसमें वो उसको इमेज, उसमें आत्मा को ही देखता है, लिविंग कॉन्शियस देखता है, कृष्ण को भगवान देखता है। वो डिवोट के कारण होता है, वो मूर्ति के कारण नहीं होता, याद रखो।
राइट। डिवोटी के हृदय में सुपर कॉन्शियसनेस गॉड है।
और
तो
जो
वो
भी हाँ आत्मा में तो, बॉडी में तो, फिजिकल बॉडी में तो एक्सपेरिमेंट में रहता ही है, कॉन्शियसनेस यही है हमारे, यानी लिविंग बीइंग में तो कॉन्शियसनेस होती है, वो वहां पर उसके अंदर वो मैनिफेस्ट,
वो सुपर इम्पोज
Actually, वो ओनली इमेज में नहीं होती है, जो भक्त है उसके हृदय में होती है।
जी जी
महाराज जैसे बेलूर मठ में स्वामी जी ने खुद मतलब ठाकुर को एज ए कॉन्शियसनेस बैठा दिया, तो वो जगह पे तो होते ही है ना।
ना वो अगर क्रिश्चियन जाएगा तो होगा क्या?
जी, वो आपके भाव पर डिपेंड करता है।
अपने भाव पे बैठ कर क्रिश्चियन जाएगा तो होगा नहीं, राम का भक्त जाएगा भी तो होगा नहीं।
जी नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन हमारा जो आपने पूछ लिया सुधीर मजमूदर आपने जी ने, having announced the world they must worship God only in absolute form and don't have any relationship of mother, father, etc. as would amount to taking poison if nectar is not available. स्वामी जी इतना मतलब कि एक्सट्रीम तक बात कहते हैं। But Maharaj, do sannyasis have any such relationship with Thakur and Ma as mother and father and mother?
नहीं, क्या है तुम्हारा, क्या है रिलेशन, क्या है?
जो अभी क्वेश्चन उन्होंने सुधीर जी ने पूछ लिया है अभी, तो वो कैसे हैं कि ये जो सन्यासी हैं, they must have relationship, they must not have any relationship mother or father etc. with
ठीक है,
as would amount to taking poison if nectar is not available. स्वामी जी जहाँ तक है,
हाँ ठीक है।
तो फिर भी क्या
क्वेश्चन
रखा जा सकता, रखते हैं ऐसा महाराज मन में, ऐसा तो कोई इसमें हर्ज तो कोई नहीं है।
नहीं, क्वेश्चन क्या है तुम्हारा?
क्वेश्चन ये है कि डू नॉट सन्यासीज हैव एनी सच रिलेशनशिप विद ठाकुर एंड माँ?
नहीं, व्हाट इज योर क्वेश्चन ऑफ ठाकुर एंड माँ? दिस क्वेश्चन अपने फिजिकल जो माता पिता है उनसे कोई रिलेशन नहीं रहता है।
अच्छा 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 अच्छा, फिजिकल माँ,
फिजिकल फादर मदर के साथ रिलेशन नहीं होता,
ठाकुर एंड माँ के साथ होता है
वो
ये
तो कुछ भी किसी का भाई राम और सीता के साथ में सीता को माँ माने, राम को भगवान पिता माने, तो वो तो दूसरी चीज हो जाती है।
नहीं, वो समझ गया मैं महाराज। मैंने सोचा कि वो क्या ये कह रहे हैं,
संसार के माता पिता
कह रहे हैं कि जो भगवान के साथ सिर्फ एब्सोल्यूट वाला रिलेशनशिप रखना है, भगवान को सिर्फ एब्सोल्यूट फॉर्म में उसको रिलेशनशिप रखना है, नॉट एज फादर एंड मदर।
नहीं सुनो,
हाँ जी जी
सतीश सुन रहे हो कि नहीं सुन रहे?
सुन रहा महाराज।
नहीं, ऐसा है कि संसारी माता पिता के साथ संबंध नहीं रखना है, लेकिन भगवान को माता भी मान सकते हो, पिता भी मान सकते हो, सब कुछ मान सकते हो।
जी
इसमें क्या
महाराज,
दिक्कत होगी?
जी जी सन्यासन के लिए नियम है ना महाराज।
वो सन्यासी हो तो क्या हुआ?
जी महाराज, जी महाराज,
वो हमारा भक्त, क्या भक्त सन्यासी भक्त भी तो होगा ना?
जी जी महाराज। नेचुरल
भक्त होगा तो भक्त का तो भगवान के साथ कोई संबंध होगा कि नहीं होगा?
राइट महाराज, राइट महाराज। मैं उसको फिर मिसअंडरस्टूड किया महाराज उस पैराग्राफ को।
नहीं ऐसा नहीं।
ठीक। लास्ट क्वेश्चन महाराज, स्वामी जी सेज, नहीं ये तो हो गया। लास्ट क्वेश्चन महाराज, one has to bear the consequences of the doing. Then महाराज जो कहानी सुनाते हैं ब्राह्मण की जिसने गौ हत्या कर दी थी, वो जो ओनर ऑफ द ऑर्चर्ड था, तो महाराज ये कहते हैं कि one has to bear the consequences of doing. Then how can one say that all is done by God and I have surrendered all my actions to him? नहीं, ऐसा कैसा भाव करें महाराज? जब वो करता है और उसके फल भी भोगने पड़ते हैं, तो फिर वो ऐसा कैसे कर सकता है?
ऐसा है कि ये जो तुमने, तुम्हारा प्रश्न तुम्हारा समझ लिया, तुमने जो कर्म किया है तो उसका कर्म तो फल भोगना पड़ेगा तुमको।
जी 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 महाराज।
चाहे तुम कितने भी बड़े भक्त हो, कर्म का फल तो भोगना पड़ेगा।
राइट राइट महाराज।
तो अब तुम्हारा प्रश्न क्या है?
महाराज फिर ये कैसे हम कैसे भाव करें कि करता तो सब भगवान है और हमने तो सारे कर्म उनको सरेंडर कर दिए हैं?
अच्छा
ये तो
ठीक है, देखो, अगर अगर तुमको लाख रुपया मिल गया तो मानो भगवान ने दिया है,
जी
ठीक है।
जी
और अगर आपको शरीर में बीमारी आवे तब भी सोचो कि भगवान ने दिया।
जी महाराज। जी महाराज, वो तो सोचते हैं
बुराई
कोई गलती हो जाए तो।
तो आपको आपकी बीमारी हो जावे, आपका पैसा बर्बाद हुआ है, तो भी समझो कि भगवान ने किया है।
जी महाराज जी।
उसमें
हरीशा।
समझो तुम्हारा क्वेश्चन क्या है, वो उसके अनुसार आंसर हुआ कि नहीं हुआ।
जी महाराज, जैसे मतलब कि हमसे काम तो सारे, कोई गलती हो जाए, सपोज कर लो हमसे कोई गलत काम हो जाए, तो फिर वो
ना
भी कहेंगे भगवान
देखो,
किया।
देखो, हम ये बातें करते हैं कि भगवान करते हैं, कोई भी नहीं समझता है कि हम भगवान कर रहे हैं। एक सुबह हमने बात कर लिया, शाम को बात कर लिया, जूम मीटिंग में बात हो रही है कि भगवान करते हैं, लेकिन हम सब करते हैं। हमारे को 90% 100% कॉन्शियसनेस रहती है कि मैं खाने जा रहा हूँ, मैंने खाया है, और
जी
मैं
जी।
ये हो रहा है। भगवान का याद ही नहीं रहती है। छोड़ो फालतू की बात है कि भगवान कर रहे हैं, भगवान कर रहे हैं।
दूसरी बात महाराज, जो कहते हैं कि हम जो उसका फल उनको समर्पण कर दो, वो भी तो नहीं होता महाराज।
बिल्कुल ठीक बात है। इतना आसान नहीं है ये।
इतना आसान नहीं है। अब हम फल भी समर्पण नहीं करते हैं, फल का तो भोगता है, फिर फल हम
अब वो
कैसे
सब भगवान को कोई समर्पण नहीं कर पाता है, कोई नहीं बोलते हैं कि भगवान है। ये फिलोसॉफिकल बात है। सब
जी
कुछ
महाराज।
भगवान चला रहे हैं, ये जगत भगवान से चला रहे हैं, हमको फील नहीं होता।
जी जी। जब हम विचार करते हैं तब फील होता है, अदरवाइज नहीं होता।
उसके बाद ठाकुर को भी जो है ना, ठाकुर को भी जब कुछ शोके हो जाता है तो माँ के पास जाके बोलते थे, माँ ये हो गया, माँ वो हो गया।
हाँ
तो
जी।
तब उनको लगता था माँ बड़ा कष्ट हो रहा है, माँ करा रही है तो क्या करूं मैं, उनको कष्ट भोगना पड़ रहा है। इतना आसान है क्या? तो
महाराज जी
ये भगवान करा रहे हैं, ये इतना आसान
महाराज जी,
जी
अवतार लोगों का कर्म फल होता है क्या?
नहीं, कर्मफल नहीं है।
लेकिन
अवतार को क्यों कर्मफल होगा?
कर्मफल नहीं है, वो माँ कराती है, इसीलिए तो माँ के पास जा रहे हैं। जो कुछ होता है तो माँ के पास जा रहे हैं, क्या करूं माँ बड़ा कष्ट हो रहा है।
वो शरीर का कष्ट होता है, वो अवतार का कर्म फल नहीं होता ना महाराज।
नहीं, कर्मफल उनका अवतार का नहीं।
हाँ वही मैं
कभी
कह
भी
रहा
नहीं
हूँ,
होता।
अवतार का नहीं होता, वो सिर्फ शरीर का होता है।
हम्म।
जी जी।
और ये जो सतीश बोल रहे हैं ना, ये तो हाईएस्ट ह्यूमन अचीवमेंट है। जो योग
हाँ,
यदि सोचते हैं कि भगवान सब करा रहे हैं, वो सब, इट इज द हाईएस्ट रियलाइजेशन, भक्ति का हाईएस्ट रियलाइजेशन। ईगो कंप्लीटली चला गया। अदरवाइज हम जो रहते हैं, हम अपने अहंकार के कारण सब करते हैं, याद रखें।
महाराज प्रेमेशानंद जी को हो गया था ना ऐसे ही, पूरा
अब तो
कर्मफल दे दिए थे।
क्या मालूम भाई, हमको नहीं।
उनको
चल,
तो कितनी तकलीफ थी बाबा।
भुवन भुवन मित्तल।
ना महाराज।
हाँ, भुवन मित्तल।
हाँ जी, प्रणाम महाराज। मेरा पहला क्वेश्चन है, सर्विंग अदर्स अनसेल्फिशली विद steadfast श्रद्धा in their divinity is itself a tapasya which leads to Jivan Mukti. How to rouse this courage to serve others, as to do it properly involves back-breaking work?
Yes, that is all is तपस्या। अब बैक ब्रेकिंग क्या है, कि तुम लिखा है क्या है? यू सी, नहीं क्या है तुमने लिखा है, पूरा क्या लिखा है?
कि ऐसी मतलब इतनी श्रद्धा से दूसरों में भगवान देख के उनकी सेवा करना का मतलब कि कर्मठ काम करना पड़ेगा। तो उसके लिए कैसे प्रिपेयर करें अपने आप को?
अपने करो, उसको मन में लगाना है कि ये तपस्या है और इससे मुझे
जी
गॉड रियलाइजेशन होगा। यू सी, वी वांट एन इजी वे ऑफ गॉड रियलाइजेशन, ऐसा होगा नहीं।
जी
हाँ, we must
हाँ
always पूरे मन लगा के करना पड़ेगा, however difficult it might be. ये मन में अच्छी तरह डिसाइड करो, उसके बाद हो, नहीं तो नहीं हो.
अच्छा, ठीक है. So second question है, Swamiji praised Girish Ghosh and even offered him ochre robes. Can this be called sannyas of the knower, vidvat sannyas?
No. No, it is a symbol of sannyas, symbolic sannyas, not vidvat sannyas.
अच्छा जी, ठीक है.
He will have
And
to, you see, vidvat sannyas जो है वो तो तपस्या हाईएस्ट होता है, उसमें रियलाइजेशन हो गया है अपना आत्मा का. He has got the God realization, then he gets sannyas. You know, he has got this tapasya, he has got sannyas, now he will have to do tapasya.
अच्छा जी,
Huh.
ठीक
And
है.
Swamiji considered him to be a fit aspirant of tapasanya.
So
अच्छा,
that is symbolic sannyasa.
Symbolic sannyas, that's what it is.
So he has to
जी.
now do tapasya. I mean, उसके बाद
Yes, he will have to do tapasya.
Already is doing.
Live like a sannyas.
Because Maharaj, I was
he
asking
has to
because
behave like a sannyasi. Correct. Now I get it.
बिकॉज स्वामी जी ने बोला कि ये तो भैरव के अवतार हैं, तो इसलिए मैंने सोचा कि वो रियलाइज्ड ही होंगे ऑलरेडी.
तो मेरे को नहीं मालूम भैरव जो है वो सन्यासी होते हैं कि नहीं होते, ये नहीं मालूम.
अच्छा जी, मुझे भी नहीं मालूम. अच्छा जी. So what is the significance of it, as knowers will always have full renunciation? ये तो आपने समझा दिया कि. फिर third question, Swamiji directed the holy thread receivers on the chanting of the Gayatri. So there are Gayatri mantras of the various deities. So does Gayatri chanting also lead to true devotion, or is it a preparatory step to develop self-control?
It is a preliminary discipline.
हाँ जी, ठीक है जी. फिर चौथा सवाल है, Swami Ji is in an elevated mood while singing Ram bhajans with the Tanpura. Does singing elevate the mood, or does a higher mood induce the singing? Can we also take recourse to bhajan singing when the mind becomes too restless on occasion, or calm the mind first with pranayam?
You don't do singing bhajan?
But not every day. I do 2-3 times in a week, or I try to do as often as I can.
Yes,
But
you do it. It is good. If the mind is restless, you do it. What is that? It will help you.
yes, Anji. Yes, I also chant in the car.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
while driving. Okay. So then, fifth question, Swamiji, since the master promised to stay where Narendra installed him, can we say that Sri Ramakrishna is most manifest within the Belur Mutt shrine, Dharm Kshetra, or is he equally manifest everywhere and in every devotee or even layman?
See, everywhere, it all depends upon the individual. If at Belur Mutt, of course, is manifested, so he is more there. But if you can deeply think into your heart, suppose we are not able to go to Belur Mutt, what to do? The Western people are not able to go to Belur Mutt, what to do?
They can find the.
Yes. Chalo.
Handy. Then number 6, Swamiji said that some Swamiji told my mother that doing one jap in Kankal shrine is similar to doing 1 lakh jap alone in our home. Is that true?
I don't know. I can't answer. I told you answer. I can't answer that. 1 lakh japa in Kankal is equal. One japa in Kankal is equal to 1 lakh japa everywhere. I don't know. Next question. What happened?
Maharaj, she has lost, I think, contact.
इंटरनेट शायद चला गया।
इंटरनेट चला गया महाराज शायद।
चलो, अब तो कोई क्वेश्चन है और किसी का? और किसी का क्वेश्चन है क्या? नहीं है?
कंप्लीट हो गया।
ओके, हो गया ना?
जी महाराज।
वो मालिनी गुप्ता ने ऑलरेडी पूछ दिया, कुछ करना था, डिस्कस कर लिया, तो अब डिस्कस कर लिया। तो स्टॉप करें हम?
Swamiji, one thing. Swamiji,
Yes,
one
yes.
thing. Swamiji, it's Thakur gave Swamiji the Ram mantra, and that gave him the highest. Oh, how come we are not given the Ram mantra?
Correct.
Hey, you asked your guru, why are you asking me?
What was given, that only we accepted.
So you asked your guru, why are you asking me?
Yes.
What unnecessary.
Om Shanti.
Hare Om Tat Sat. Shri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu.
अरे अन्नपूर्णा,
प्रणाम स्वामी जी।
अन्नपूर्णा
प्रणाम स्वामी जी।
जोर